Good evening. Welcome to this week's episode of, I better shut my phone off, of Grandma's Attic Music Review. Oh my goodness. So you've been hearing this name repetitively for the last few weeks. Terry LaChance is out there making music happen all over the place. And when she tags me and says that I need to check out a musician, she usually is spot on. So a few weeks ago, probably closer to almost 2 months now. Yeah, about 2 months ago, she told me I needed to check in. She was at the coffee shop in Meriden that she puts music on Saturday mornings. And she told me about this young man, and she said, just check him out. So I did, and then I checked him out more. And then I checked him out, and then I hit him up, and I was like, listen. So tonight you're going to be entertained in an amazing way. He's an incredible musician. He writes his own music. You know how I feel about originals. And he's going to entertain us for the next hour. So please welcome into your heart, into your home, and into your brain, because listen to the lyrics, Mr. Dan Tracey. And let me shut.
How's it going, guys? I am Dan Tracey. This song is the title track off of my first EP. It's called Spare Rooms. Well, I got it in my head somehow that if I play these songs real loud, I'll make my parents proud of me. Well, times got pretty tough the past few years. Face to face with all my fears, drowning in my tears, praying for release. I need someone to help me along, and I swear that I'll repent for all that I've done wrong. Trying to make peace with the monster inside me. Do you have a spare room where I can sleep? breaking my back. Gotta be some other way. Maybe somehow these songs will pay, but I'll probably give it up. I need someone to help me along, and I swear that I'll repent for all that I've done wrong. Just trying to make peace with the monster inside me. Do you have a spare room where I can sleep? Need someone to help me try to manage. Just sleep off all this damn. Look inside and realize. Need somewhere to close my eyes. I need someone to help me along. I swear that I'll repent for all that I've done wrong. Just trying to make peace with these monsters inside me. Do you have a spare room where I can sleep? Do you have a spare room where I can sleep?
Thank you. That song, once again, was called Spare Rooms. So this next song is about, like, being in a toxic relationship and, like, separating from it and kind of figuring out who you are after, but still with, like, the vivid memory of what happened to you kind of fresh on your brain. So this song is called Sick.
Sick.
What's the one about the water and the bridge? Always forget to sip of my brain. I'm over it. I don't like who you are. We became. Looking back, I wish I never knew your name. You kept everything in perfect disorder, and you never missed a chance to screw me over. Like when you left and abandoned police, it's gonna take much more than that to ruin me. You were lonely, I was sick. Turns out faces never fit. You confuse lust for fate. Now watching all disintegrate. I know I said my fair share watch it all disintegrate. Rising from the ashes, being born anew, pushing through the pain. Wish there was something held me through. Wish there was a pill I could take to help me forget all these flashes of memories I regret. You were lonely, I was sick. Turns out the pieces never fit. You confuse lust for faith. Now watch it all disintegrate. Our love, like castles made of sand, fell apart almost on demand.
Thank you. This next song, at the time of taping, which is a Wednesday, it's gonna be going live on all the streaming services at midnight. By the time that you see this, it'll be more than available for all of you.
Yay!
This song is called "Moving On."
She says that you will meet my It's right, I'm through, I'm moving on. Can't believe I kept it up this long.
Woohoo!
Thank you. All right. So this next song is gonna be off of my forthcoming EP. It's called Romanticized Tragedy, and I just really love playing it, so I'm gonna do it right now.
Hey, I was wondering if you're okay, 'cause it doesn't look too great. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Anything to distract from the life that we had. Great, finally settled to me. Now I can't keep a stand in the center lane. Love's more cruel, love's less. Should we all be full of regrets? It's I, girl. Maybe you're feeling some offense. Relax, babe, we're doing
Thank you.
I hate the way I sound on these songs. What am I trying to say? The words all come out wrong. But you never understood anyway. Now my hands are starting to break. I never understood anyway. Now my hands are starting to break. You give me a break, I'm doing my best. Don't know the day, but I'm up and I'm dressed. You told me to expect the unexpected, but I was the season you got affected by the dark clouds I cried high, casting shadows, turning days into nights. Life is full of little questions: who, what, where, and why, and things you cannot mention, and the time keeps flying by. You never understood anyway. Now my hands are starting to break. You never understood anyway. Now my hands are starting to break. Can you give me a break? I'm doing my best. Don't know the day, but I'm up and I'm dressed. You told me to expect the unexpected, but I was the season you got affected by the dark clouds I tried to hide, casting shadows, learning days into nights. Some days I feel upside down. Some days I'm just learning to drown. Some days I feel upside down. Some days I'm just learning to drown.
Woohoo!
Okay, so the next song I'm going to play is a cover by a band called the Front Bottoms, who have been inspiring me to write lyrics since I discovered them when I was like 22. All right, this song is called 12 Feet Deep.
Water 12 feet deep, and I am boots made of concrete. I'll wear cool clothes, you can show some skin. Flash your face so we can both get in. Now we're dancing, we're so drunk, we are so cool, we are so bomb. Since when did I wanna hear your voice? Not become a good excuse. Calling you 3 in the morning, laugh and sleep to well both blues. Maybe college won't work out and I can come stay on your couch. I'm supposed to be at class now, but my roommate just passed out. And I cannot get in my room, get all my books and all I need. You're all I need, but I am pretty sure your parents never see, so I'll let it be. 'Cause it was never meant to be, I'll let it be. 'Cause you are water 12 feet deep, and I am boots made of concrete. I'll wear cool clothes, you can show some skin. Flash your face so we can both get in. Now we're dancing, we're so drunk, we are so cool, we are so bunk. And yes, we can keep living like this. As long as you're here, I will live like this. Since when did I wanna hear your voice? Not become a good excuse. Calling you 3 in the morning, laugh and sleep till we're both blues. Maybe college won't work out and I can come stay on your couch. I'm supposed to be at class now, but my roommate just passed out. And I cannot get in my room, get all my books and all I need. You're all I need, but I am pretty sure your parents never see, so I'll let it be. 'Cause it was never meant to be, I'll let it be. 'Cause you are water 12 feet deep, and I am boots made of concrete. I'll wear cool clothes, you can show some skin. Flash your face so we can both get in. Now we're dancing, we're so drunk, we are so cool, we are so bunk. Yes, we can keep living like this. As long as you're here, I will live like this.
And then come talk to me?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
This song is called Ghost in the Walls.
Where have you been? What do you see? One of these monsters inside of me. What do you hope for when no one's around? What do you see? You hide underground. No, I can't stay here. There's ghosts in these walls. I should set fire to this place. Get rid of it all. better each day. It is what it is. Or some other cliche. What's done is done. No sense looking back. It's just addressing my concerns. This is not an attack. I thought you made me better. I thought this was forever. What if we put it back together? What if I promised this would be better? What if I put myself back together? What if I promised I'd be better? What if I put myself back together?
Nice. Put your guitar down, come over and mic up. So while Dan is getting over here and getting mic'd up and getting ready to talk about secrets, let me remind you there's wonderful things going on in town. It's summertime and there's music going on everywhere. There is a really cool concert series that's free, doesn't cost any money, down at the Hygienic Art Park every Thursday from now until the end of August. And you can see that lineup on hygienic.org. So check it out because there's some really great bands coming to the area. Some local bands. The next Eat in the Street will have the Carlines and the Julios. So they're local and they're great. So check that out. Also, over at the Steak Loft, there's music going on every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Philomena's has music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. And that's outside, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, just great stuff. There's free festivals all over the place. I want to tell you about a festival coming up on July 30th. That is the Americana Festival on the Farm. You can Google that, you can look it up online, and you can look it up on Facebook. Tickets are really cheap, and it's an all-day show. All family, all day. Bring your pets if you need to. Yeah, 6 bands. The price for 6 bands is like amazing. Gates open at 1. Check it out online. And yeah, I'm putting that festival on. So if you want to check it out, it's a little bit of a drive, but I think that it will be worth it because it's up on a great big expansive tree farm. So it's just going to be an amazing day of music. So that's July 30th if you're interested. And for musicians that want to play, this is the freshman show, the first annual festival of this type. So if you are interested in playing it next year, hit me up. So with that, let's talk to Mr. Dan Tracey. Hi, Dan.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
How's it feel to be in the attic?
Feels good.
Nice.
It's a little warm, but doing great.
Yeah, well, after you put all that energy into playing, you
Sure.
should be warm. So our friend Terry LaChance told me to find you. So that's always cool. She's incredible.
Yeah, and it was kind of told on the inverse too. I was
Right.
told to seek you out as well.
I'm sure she did. She does that all the time, right? So what is it that you think makes people be drawn to your music?
I think I try to write lyrics that like leave a little bit of ambiguity to them. So like you could kind of like cookie cutter what I said into your situation, and you can anytime that you like felt bad or like something like weird was kind of going on, you can kind of
Right.
kind of maneuver it into. Also, I feel like, I mean, I've been told that I write very cinematically, so you can kind of take the ride with me from the beginning to end.
Okay.
And just realness, I guess.
When did you start writing music?
I think I wrote like my first little dinky song when I was like 12 years old.
Really? So you've
Yeah.
been doing this a while.
Yeah, I was playing in like punk and hardcore bands, playing either guitar, doing vocals, or sometimes playing bass, like through high school and like my early 20s.
Nice.
And then I kind of took a like life got in the way, time off for a couple of years, and
I
when the
understand
pandemic
that.
hit, I'm like, all right, we're doing it again.
Yep. Pandemic hit. Everybody either took a break or changed their life.
Right.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So are you just playing solo now, or do you have a band, or are you doing anything like that?
I'm currently just playing solo. I have been jamming with my friend Topher, who's an incredible guitarist, and hopefully we'll have some music of our own coming out
Nice.
around October, November. But until then, I'm pretty much just doing solo shows and solo appearances. And
Do you have some gigs coming up?
yeah, I'll actually be back at the Coffee House at the end of the end of August.
Okay.
And I should be playing at the Cellar in Hamden September 1st.
Nice. The Cellar in Hamden's a great venue.
Yeah, I used to like basically live there when it was the Space.
Okay.
Like, as a teenager, that was like the easiest venue to get like your dinky band or whatever in there.
Right.
So yeah, like, can you sell 5 tickets? Sure, come on down and play.
Cool. Have you been playing music since you were 12, or was it before that you found an interest in music?
I always kind of enjoyed music pretty much since like birth. I started like kind of like teaching myself to sing by like sitting there and trying to imitate. My dad had like a singer-songwriters collection of the 60s and 70s like
nice.
CD set, and I would sit there and like try to like replicate what they were doing.
Cool.
And then
Do you remember Do you remember any of the artists that were on that?
Oh, there was like Jim Croce was one that I listened to a lot, and then like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Neil
love
Young,
them.
like all the like pretty much
Crosby, Still, Nash, and Young, probably before you were born, put out an album called Four-Way Street. Mm-hmm. And I played it, so I had a cassette. I played it so much that the cassette broke. So that's how much I liked them. So great influences they were.
And then as I like got a little older, I started playing. I probably started playing guitar when I was like 7 or 8.
Wow. What did your parents think of that?
They were fairly encouraging. To be honest, I was a little bit of a destructive kid, so like anything that like resembled like constructivity,
Right.
yeah, go ahead, do it.
Right.
A little rambunctious streak to me.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, and then I started learning when I was like 6 or 7, but like I didn't really like break into anything until I was like in middle school, and I started like doing imitations of Kurt Cobain and James Hetfield
Whoa.
from Metallica. And,
Wow.
And trying to learn every like hardest song I could physically find and not be able to do it, and then sit in the frustration of it.
Right?
And then one day I just started writing my own songs.
That's very cool. Do you remember your first song?
The first song that I wrote, I almost remember how it goes. It was me and this kid Eric that I knew when I was really, really young, and he played saxophone, and I was sitting there
wow.
with a guitar. There were no lyrics. It was just like the most like basic block instrumental. I'm sure it was a rip off of some classical music.
Absolutely. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, especially when you're teaching yourself to play. What is the most important part of the music that you write to you? Is it your lyrics? Is it your melodies? Is it what you put out? Is it what you get back? What's the most important part of that?
That's kind of a difficult question for me to answer, because for me it's all one. It's a package.
Okay.
It's like I get to sit there and write lyrics and think about a melody or it's a world where the thing that I was humming in the shower is now a song that's up on Spotify, and I can connect with people, and I can I can talk, and it's like the most important thing I think really is that like I've found where I need to be and the people that I need to be around to be the most actualized version of myself.
Yep.
And it gives me all of this space to wiggle around in a world where I usually feel really rigid and
Yep.
really boxed in.
Yeah, I
And like
understand
people are
that.
trying to tame me. And this is just like we can do whatever we want today.
Right. I so understand that. People have been boxing me in for 60 years. It's really hard to box in someone with purple hair. I just want to tell you that, just in case you didn't know. It's a real thing. So, yeah, it's a real thing. So, music gives you the freedom that you feel that not only you want, but you deserve.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Where can people find you? You have a new single
Yep.
dropping today, Friday.
Today. Yeah,
Today. Tonight, which is Wednesday, because you're seeing this on Saturday. Just letting you know.
Yeah, so I'm on all the major streaming services like Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon. I'm on SoundCloud and Bandcamp.
Okay.
And beyond that, Instagram. That's the social media.
How do people find you on Instagram?
That'll be at Dan Tracy Music.
At Dan Tracy Music. Wonderful. That's awesome. So you have gigs coming up. You have music dropping. It feels like an exciting world to you right now.
Yeah.
Do you have more music planned to drop in the future?
Yes, I have another single that'll release mid-August, and then the second week of September, the final track and the full EP will be finally available.
Nice. That's exciting. Are you going to make any hard copies of it, or just
Yeah,
digital?
I'm hoping that once the full EP is released, that I will then have hard copies of both my first one, Spare Rooms, and this one that you'll find out later what it's going to be called.
Okay, I'm not going to ask. I'm just not going to ask. That's very cool. Now, when you're songwriting, what comes first, the melodies or the words?
It really depends on the situation.
Okay.
So, Sick and in Spare Rooms, I was just sitting there, just like kind of stream of consciousness, writing stuff out, and then I kind of got into a groove and rearranged it into like a rhyming sequence and all of that. And then I was like, all right, so some music needs to go to this. But with Ghost in the Walls, I was just sitting there plucking random notes, and then all of a sudden it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew, and then I started humming something, and the humming turned to wording, and
That's
it became
cool.
a song.
That's cool. That's a great song. I remember. Now, what makes you decide who you're going to cover? If you're going to cover a song, what makes you decide to do a cover?
It's either a song that I feel like an inspiration from and a connection from, or it's a song where I heard it, I was like, holy cow, what is this?
Right?
I don't know what they were doing there, but they did it, and I have to try too. That seemed like it was great.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. Now, you mentioned one band. Are there ever any other bands that are major influences in your life that maybe you cover, or maybe just cause you to keep writing music?
Yeah, I find myself really inspired by the Mountain Goats. They have kind of a weird type of storytelling, and they use a lot of non-linear stuff in their words, and they started as just one guy doing exactly what I'm doing, and then it built and it built and it built, and it became bigger, and it went from like the dudes in the 90s like recording up against like an old like boom box and then replicating the tapes and putting it out there to now he goes into the studio, he picks out whatever studio musician that he wants, and
Wow.
they make a great album. Also, Brian Fallon from the Gaslight Anthem. He there's just something really powerful about what he writes, and it's like it's minimalism and incredibly like locking in at the exact same time, which is like really difficult to accomplish. So anytime he's putting out stuff, I'm like, I'm right here for you, bud.
It seems like most of the people that you follow and that you're influenced by are indie artists.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make it as an independent artist. Where do you find your independent artists? You go on YouTube? Do you have like a Spotify place that sends you independent artists? Where do you find them?
I'm mostly through word of mouth.
Okay.
I have a lot of friends that are either actively working as musicians or are still dedicated to the scene in their 30s. Also, the Spotify like For You playlist gives me a lot of the new stuff that I bump into.
Nice.
And they know how to package it. Like, oh, we know you're gonna really like this song, so we're gonna put 2 songs that you've listened to 1,000 times before and after. Really loop you in.
Which really makes you want to listen to the middle song again.
Right.
Because the first song turned you on, the second song was the one they want you to listen to, and the third song kind of kept you there. So yeah, I understand that whole Spotify thing. I don't use it very often. My spouse does. Often, all the time. And she's not into indie artists, so it's a whole different ballgame when you're into big time musicians. Like she really likes R&B, so
Right.
it's a whatever thing. So anyway, if you could, here's a question, okay? If you could change the world with just one song, and it can be your song, it can be a cover song, it can be any song, it can be a song you're gonna write, it can be a song you know from somebody else. If you could change the world with just one song, what would it be?
I'd say probably my song "Spare Rooms." Like it's just like I think that song has just such a simple idea that like you like when everything's falling apart, you just like you need somewhere to go. And I think if more people like had the mindset of like everybody's struggling, the person that you were rude to in the bank might not even have a home to go to, or things at the home that they go to are really bad, or their world experience is generally terrible every time that they leave their home.
Right.
Like, just like it's like be kind and be open.
That's a good philosophy. I think we should all be kind, and we should all be open, and we should all do everything that we can. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully with a couple of full-length albums under my belt and touring.
Touring. Where would your ideal place to go tour be?
Either Australia, partially because from what I hear, the type of music that I'm making is really big there right now. And it's just an absolutely beautiful place with incredibly kind people.
So you've been there before?
I haven't, but I spent a little time down in Louisiana, and I stayed at the India House Hostel, which is a famous place for people all over the world to go. It's a very hippie location.
Okay.
And there was just this huge group of Australian people, and they were the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. Like totally into whatever you're saying. Had like oh, you should go try this while you're in town. We were just at this place. You would love it type of people.
Cool. So that's awesome. So this happens every time I tape a show. We run out of time. So I'm wondering, can you take us out with a song?
Yeah. I can
That'd
do
be
that.
awesome. Make sure you unmic.
Yeah.
So while he's unmiking and going over there and picking up his guitar again, let's talk about summertime. Please, please, please Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hydrate your critters. And if you're going to walk your dog and you have something on your feet, it's because the tar is hot. If it's hot on your feet, it's hot on your dog's feet. Really? Really? Check on your neighbors. Make sure that they have water. Make sure they have moving air, especially your elderly neighbors. Make sure they have air that's moving in their house, whether it's a fan or an AC. And make sure that they have water to drink. Okay? Check on your neighbors with kids. Make sure they have all these same above. And if you see something, say something. Okay? Let's take care of our community. Look for you next week. Have a great week. See you out and about checking out the music. Bye-bye.
All right, one last song.
Sometimes I can't find the right words to say. I'm sorry for all those ruined days. I was messed up, yeah, that you could tell. Tried so hard to medicate myself. Wanted so bad to fit in. Never felt right in my own skin.